Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to create your quote poster. So first of all, I'm going to remove my rulers. I'm going to create a brand new document. So I'm going to be creating a print document right here, and it's going to be a letter size document. I'm going to go ahead and call this already um, lesson 04 and quote poster, right? And everything else should be okay because you selected letter size. I'm gonna press create, and that gives us a blank canvas. I'm gonna go ahead and press Control R on my keyboard. So real quick, I'm just gonna type it in right here, Control plus R. That's what I'm pressing in order to bring up the rulers, and that's gonna be these rulers right here. If they're not set to inches, you can right click and then just select inches. Some of you might have pixels and might look like that, so you can right click and select inches. Then you want to go about 0.25, give or take about a quarter of an inch all the way through, and that's going to add our guidelines at the very end. This is just to protect us, give us a safe zone so that we don't go over with our text. So our text will stop at those guidelines and we won't put them like that, right? They'll stop right around here. Right, so the couple of things that we need to do for this project is one, we need to use two fonts, right? So we're going to go ahead and type one ring. That'll be one of the fonts, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and type again one ring to rule them all. And I'm going to select that and choose a different font. So for now, let's just do this cursive to rule them all, right? These are the two fonts. Of course, you guys will take your time, but I'm just trying to do this relatively quickly so you guys can kind of get an idea. We also need to use two colors, so I'm gonna stick with that color, and then I'm going to do let's say um, let's do um, let's try that. Maybe that will work. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. All right. Control plus, by the way. Let me do this. Control plus and control minus and space bar are so that you can kind of zoom in, zoom out, and the space bar so you can kind of move around, right? So I'm going to zoom in here and zoom out a little bit, bring this guy over, and then I'm going to resize him. In order to resize him, I'm pressing Control T. So Control plus T, oops, plus T. And that is to resize, right? So I'm selecting one ring, and then I am resizing it. So one ring to rule them all, right? I wanted it to fit right in the middle, but not really, whatever. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. All right, so that's the quote. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. Something like that, right? Give or take. Let's pretend that that's my quote. Okay, I'm gonna move this up to the top, this up to the top, um, and then just hide those because I don't need them. And so this is my quote. Let's pretend, right? You guys obviously take your time, make it look nice and all that stuff. But now you kind of know, right? This is how you can change your fonts. So double click, choose whatever font you want, and there you go. You have two fonts and two colors. Now we also need to add an image and we need to add a gradient. So let's go ahead and do the image first. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up this and go in here and type Lord of the Rings, something like that, right? Go to images and see what we can find. All right, cool. So this is a really nice picture because it kind of shows all the rings. I'm gonna right click and put copy on the image and then minimize. Then I'm gonna click here, right? And I want to go into my background and then Control V to paste. Or you can go to edit and you can go to paste, right? Right here, paste. And so now Control T again, so I can resize it, make it big, boom, something like that. Awesome. So now we have the picture. Control minus. Looks like we are missing a little bit, so we'll do it a little bit bigger right here. And let's do that. One ring to row them all, one ring to find them. Perfect. That's a cool shot. Now we need to add our gradients. So right here, this is where you select your gradients. Now, if you want to create your own colors, obviously you have presets, so you can create a preset color or whatever you'd like, right? You can do that. You also have different variations of um, gradients that you can use right here. But if you want to create your own color, right, when you have the gradient selected right here, the gradient is selected, you can now have options to this right here. And this will let you kind of change the color around. So let's go ahead and choose something kind of green and dark green, right? Just for the giggles and see how it works, right? Last step here is to use our blend modes. So now that we have a color, we're going to blend it to the picture that we have underneath. So we're going to go here and just kind of play around with it to see which one looks kind of cool. Um, oh, something like that looks cool, but I kind of like these. I just don't like the colors. So I'm going to change to some of these presets and see if maybe the colors will look a little bit better. Oh, see, that looks kind of cool. Ooh, I like these, actually. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I like this one a little bit better. I'm going to use that one. But now, as you can see, you can't really see the words, right? So we need to change the words to something that's a lot more visible. Um, so let's go ahead and do, what color is this? How about we do like a dark color like that? Yeah, that's way better. And so I'm going to click on the color right here, and notice that when I move this around, you get like what's called an eyedropper, and I can select this green to copy it. And now I have the exact same green right there. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And erase this. Oops. Erase this one because I kind of resized it all wrong. And put this right here. And so for this one, I kind of need to change the color again because I can't really see it. So let's go into, let's see, I want something that is visible and looks pretty good. Something, let's go into there, right? And let's try the same thing for this one. So we're going to change the color. And again, I'm just going to click with the eyedropper here to copy that selected color. Alright, so now we have one ring to row them all and one ring to find them. From here, we're going to go ahead and just kind of add our shapes because that's the next thing that we need to do. So we'll select our shapes. Right now, it's currently set to a stroke, and I don't want that, so I'm going to put no on the stroke, and I'm going to put a yes to a fill. So that'll give me a color, and I kind of want a dark color. And let's go ahead and do something like this. Actually, you know what? I think what I'll do for this one is I'm going to make my shape bigger, stretch it like this, and this way as well, and this way as well, right? And then I'm going to bring it down to the bottom of it all, and maybe make it a really light color like white. And then right here where it says opacity, I'm just going to lower the opacity so it becomes a little bit transparent. Right click, blending options, and I'm going to add a, should we do a drop shadow or maybe a stroke? Let's do a stroke, make the stroke dark blue, something like that. Size it up just a little bit and press OK, and there you go. So that's our finished product. Again, you guys will take your time and do it a lot nicer than this, but you have one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. I use shapes, I use the picture, I use gradients, I use blend modes. So everything that is required on the assignment I've used, and it has been checked. So let me just open it up really quick so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So when you go into the quote poster, you will see that I use 2 fonts, 2 colors, a gradient or a solid, an image using blend modes, and shapes. Alright, so now all we need to do is save it. File, save a copy, save to your documents, save to JPEG, and make sure it says lesson 4 quote poster, click save, and press OK. And that's it. Then you'll be done. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.